Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. North here, but you can call me Jacob. In today's Destiny 2 build video, I got for you the ultimate Arc Warlock build. You're going to be blinding enemies, you're going to be jolting enemies, you're going to get your super back pretty much instantly when there's tons of ads. You're going to be making ionic traces left and right. You're going to have grenades all the time. You're going to have your rift up all the time, your melee. It's going to be a pretty sight to see. And this Chaos Reach, we're going to pair it with a special exotic leg pieces that I'm going to be going over right after this short little intro. So look at just insta kills the overload, it jolts them. So yeah, let's get into the exotic armor, let's get into the armor mods and everything else and artifacts. So we're going to be going over that to show you how to be an ultimate warlock. Alright, so for the exotic armor piece that you're going to be running for on this build is going to be Geomag stabilizers, and this exotic is actually pretty insane. Bungie has buffed it. Damaging targets with Chaos Reach extends its durations. Collecting ionic traces grants you energy for Chaos Reach. Sprinting while near max bolt charge will grant stacks over time. So this is going to give you a lot of bolt charge. Is going to give you a lot of, super energy, pretty much infinite super energy with the weapon that I am going to be using. There's different weapons you can use, but this is the one that I recommend for this build. Alright, so for the weapons that I'm going to be running for this build are pretty much just simplified to one exotic. For the kinetic, you can honestly use whatever you feel like you're comfortable using. I just pretty much just been using this unloved right here. It's pretty nice, but Delicate Tomb is the exotic you want to synergize with your Geomags. This thing is actually a ionic trace machine. So fires a wide horizontal spread when shot from the hip. Final blows with this weapon have a chance to generate ionic traces. Powerful foes and opposing guardians always generate ionic traces. So collecting ionic trace overcharges this weapon's next shot, jolting targets on hit. So when you pick up that ionic trace and then you hit a target, it's pretty much going to debuff he's going to jolt the enemy, and you're pretty much going to be guaranteed an ionic trace with your arc subclass. And as you guys seen in the gameplay, it's pretty much just infinite abilities. Let me go over the aspects and the fragments here as well, so I can show you guys what to use for that, and synergize all the builds. And we'll go over the armor mods and the artifacts. Alright, so for the abilities and the aspects and the fragments, let's go over the abilities first. I'm obviously using a healing rift, and I'm also using ball lightning. Shoots out a little ball of lightning. Storm grenade as well. I'm using storm grenade. Electrostatic mine, defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jolted or blinded targets creates an ionic trace. So like I said, when you get the ionic trace with your Delicate Tomb, you're going to be getting an ionic trace with this as well. An ionic sentry is the new aspect for Arc Warlock. Defeat targets with kinetic or arc weapons or arc abilities to charge up an arc turret that periodically chains lightning between nearby targets, granting a stack of bolt charge with each hit. This thing is actually pretty fun. It's actually really good. Gives you bolt charge and also blinds the enemy. So that is the aspect and the abilities on this build. Alright, so now let's go over the fragments here. For the fragments, we're going to be using Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. As you guys are well aware, Arc doesn't really have too much survivability, but they did just buff Amplified. So you're going to be having 15% DR. So that's also really nice. Spark of Discharge, Arc Weapon, Final Blows have a chance to create an ionic trace. Planting an ionic trace grants you a stack of bolt charge. So it's going to be going hand in hand with your Delicate Tomb. And I am using an Arc LMG as well. And Spark of Ions, defeating a jolted target or defeating a target with bolt charge creates an ionic trace. So once again, hand in hand with Delicate Tomb. And a Spark of Shock, your arc grenades jolt targets. You're going to need this for the jolt. It's really nice. It's a -10 hit on the discipline, but it's really nice. So I'm pairing that with my storm grenade. So those are the fragments we're using. Obviously, we're going to be using Chaos Reach with this build too. So make sure you guys have those fragments on your Arc Warlock build. Alright, now a quick little overview on the artifact mods that you want here in your artifact First, I'm going with overclock and load. While you're amplified or have bolt charge, arc weapons gain increased handling and reload speed. Also, I am using dielectric. Defeating arc debuff targets grant bolt charge. Really nice. And we're going to be going with photonic flare. Defeating exhausted or severed targets with arc damage releases a blinding burst. So I am going to be using my strand weapon with that. Pair that together. Also, I'm using Flash Hover. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. When you gain maximum bolt charge, you also become amplified. Lightning bolts deal more damage. So that's really nice. So, and next we're gonna be going with this one is like really good. Defibrillating Blast. I don't know if I'm saying it right as well, but sending a champion grants maximum stacks. A bolt charge triggers an arc bolt that heals you and jolts combatants that it damages. So this one's really good. Make sure you have this one for this build. Defibrillating Blast. So, it's really nice. Now let's get into the mod. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna be getting back into making more build videos and just videos in general. I know I haven't been making them. I've been streaming a little bit more, but we're gonna get back into the grind. We're going for 2,000 subscribers right now, so make sure you guys sub if you enjoy the content. This is mostly Destiny 2 here. I do dabble in some variety a little bit, but other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Maybe. Peace.